Welcome to Chris BI. I'm Chris Wagner, and today we're going to be going through the data visualization guide on miscellaneous, random, crazy frickin' Power BI visuals. All right, but before we head on to that, let's talk about why you might want to use some of these crazy visuals. All right, one of the things that custom visuals can do is it can really add some additional spice or flavor to your reports to make them more engaging and useful for your customers. It'll also and should ideally add in that additional power, that additional functionality that you want to give the people that are working or that are consuming your information, right? Like it'll add in that visual element of that person who owns that region or that part number or whatever it happens to be. Words of caution here. You want to make sure that if you're using one of these custom visuals and some of these miscellaneous things, that you do have a purpose, right? You want to make sure that it's adding value, that it's helping contribute to that experience. You don't want to be adding custom visuals just for custom visuals' sake. There are a lot. There's a great custom visual for images, for slicers, for power apps, or even for visuals, Visio, blah, blah. Visio charts. You can add all of that stuff into Power BI, which can just bring so much more depth and meaning to the analytics and what your users are consuming. All right, let's go take a look at my favorite visuals. All right. So once again we're at our data visualization guide, we go over to our miscellaneous visual. I had a whole bunch of stuff into this space that just kind of didn't fit anyplace else exceedingly well, and I wanted to make sure we called out so that people understood that these are visuals that were super important and useful to people, right? Especially like the simple image slicer. It could be really helpful, especially if you're working on like a customer profile page or a salesperson profile page, to have their picture embedded right inside that report. Or that visual can really help that person connect to the information that's in the data. It's why we see our little like icons and my little face showing up wherever, right? It helps personalize the information and connect people to it. Another great one is the chiclet slicer. Frankly, I just like the way the chiclet slicer looks and feels and works. It's super efficient. It doesn't drain a lot of resources. It's very useful. Smart filter is also really great. Do check that out. Also, when you're looking at visuals, look for ways you can use existing visuals in unusual ways. For example, using a matrix to illustrate multiple images all inside a singular visual can really help on performance and functionality while adding in that custom look and feel. A big one that people have, it started about a year ago or so, but the Power Apps custom visual, the ability to link directly to an application inside of a Power BI experience is insanely helpful. I mean, for the longest time, Power BI has had the embedded playground where, people can take Power BI content and embed that in their apps. Well, now, hallelujah, we can embed Power App information inside of our analytics. Another great one that some people really like is the scroller. This can help, have that ticker tape type experience for stock prices. One thing that I found great success around is a horizontal funnel. This is great for when you're trying to measure a pipeline or a process, so you can understand where you might be creating backlogs, or the expression pig in the pipeline might be occurring where things are just getting trapped in processing. The horizontal funnel is exorbitantly helpful for that. And then there's also the stream graph. This is just one that I kind of like when it comes to showing the movement of data over time, especially as it relates to other elements that are out there. Needless to say, these are not all of the custom miscellaneous visuals that are out there. There's tons of them in the store. You can go out to get, you can find them, you can download them, you can add them into your Power BI content. Just make sure that they're adding value and they're helping your users consume information. And it's not just hey, I wanted to do something cool on my report, so I added in a ticker tape thing. Make sure that it has a very specific use for you and that you add it in to help your users consume information. Thank you guys very much for joining me today. I really appreciate it. And thank you for hopefully you've watched all of them. This is like number 10 of the data visualization style guide. So hopefully you found this useful. If I missed a visual, especially if I missed a miscellaneous one, leave it in the comment down below. Let me know which visuals you like best that nobody knows about. Really love to hear from you. If you like the content, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, heck, even turn on that alarm bell. Get notified every time I release new content. Thank you guys very much. Have a great day. Peace.